Hello everyone and welcome back to JC Gaming. We're playing Out of Ore today, and in the last episode we started working on this gravel pit down here and digging out for blasted rock to make into gravel. And I did a lot of digging off recording. So we have all of this dug out, working up here. It's all gone through the plant, and I also added on the Floth Floater, which turns half of my gravel that comes out of the jaw crusher and cone crusher into ores, and then the other half goes up to gravel. So let's go see what we've collected so far, and I think you're going to be surprised because it's quite a bit. In the Floth Floater, let's not include the tailings, we have almost 12,000 gold. We have 14,000 iron, 3,400 aluminum, 5,100 lithium, 3,200 copper, and 2,000 silver. We're going to move all that stuff real quick, and we're going to start that process through the wash plant. Then we're going to come back over and look to see what we have in the storage for tailings and gold, whatever that we collected. So let's get this in here, get it going, because it'll turn all this into bars for us. I did a run and did like 100 or something just to see, and 100 iron ore turns into 52 steel. Also, let's see, not that one. The diamonds and rubies are still going. We had so many from the third episode of digging this out that it is still continue to go, and I've spent probably 5 hours digging that hole over there, and they're still going. So those things are really slow, and I'm probably gonna have to upgrade and make more of those. We're gonna run up here real quick and check this, and I was really shocked when I looked in here the first time. There was a lot of gold deposits in that pit over here. So we have 20,000 in gold ore, and then of course this gravel, I've used a lot of it already. So we're going to take all this gold, silver, and aluminum back over to the plant also. We ended up having like it was 32,000 gold ore total, I think. Let me see real quick. Yeah, like 32,000. And then 14,000, 3,700, 51. Anyway, we're going to consume all that, and of course it won't take it all, so we'll have to do that twice. And then I started making concrete, and all the gravel went through these things here, which they're still working on too. But we have production of concrete being made, and if we come down here and look at this, we have a bunch of blocks and ramps that I've made, which I think we're going to start working across here. I'm not sure how big I want to make it. I actually put out a section of 25 by 25, and I don't think it's going to be big enough for the size of the plant that I want to build. So I'm probably going to make it like 50 by 50, which is huge, but I mean just for the base level without any walls and stuff like that, it's going to be 250 concrete blocks. Let's see, I'm not even close. It's going to take a few minutes. What is our speed rate? 60. I should bump that. Let's see, do I have enough power? We have enough money. And we're going to have a ton more here in a minute. Let's see, 11, 14, and how big is our power supply? It's the big one or no? Yeah, so we're right at the limit, so I'd have to change that power supply if we wanted to boost that up. I think I should. Let's just turn that off, remove cables. Let's get rid of this, put a bigger one in. I'm going to go to power. So this is the 1200, so I mean we're going to have to go up to 1800, which is fine. And then we're also going to want to put in a bigger, I think we're at a 2-speed. Let me go look real quick to make sure. Yeah, it's a 2-speed. So let's get rid of that. And let's get let's sell this one. Sell this one. If we're at a 2, let's go ahead and bump up to a 5, I think. Just so we can blast through that stuff really quick. I mean, we probably really didn't need to do this, but I'm trying to get it done quickly. Alright, so let's get the line hooked back up. And then we'll put up this over here. Ah, crap. It's on the wrong side. That to be up there. And hook up the last cable. Get everything fired up again. So now we're using 1264 of the 18 we have available. And as you see, we're now at 150 speed instead of 60 speed, so it'll start cruising through this material. So yeah, we're going to have a bunch of gold bars. We're going to have a bunch of steel. The steel is going to be helpful to be making things. We're going to have copper. I mean, like we can sell the silver, sell the gold. I think we can sell the aluminum too. I'm going to keep the lithium, the steel, and the copper for now, because we can make stuff with that. Let's see, I need... No, it's in the CNC machine that we use that stuff. Alright, I'll come back to that in a minute. So, like I was saying before, I think I'm going to start building across here. And I want to do it in grid patterns so that it all works together, and I'm thinking that I should probably do I don't know, let's see, let's take 2 of these. I'm not sure what to continue building here, because like I said, I have tons of concrete blocks. I'm going to do some floors, I think, so let's go, actually, let's do 100, and we're going to do concrete blocks. Then we're going to do floors, and let's do some walls too. Oh man, that's messed up. Okay, hold on a second. Do that, some walls. Don't need any roofs, we've got the ramps for the ramps. Let's see, that should go freaking out. Just so we have some being made. But if I do this in grid pattern, it's going to try to make it go that direction over that way. So I want to come back over this way just a little bit. And I'm thinking I'm going to try to do... I may have to dig some of this out when it comes time, but for right now I'm just going to start here and see what it looks like. And we have to go backwards because it's going to drop down below and put some underneath here in a minute. See, we can't continue. Oh, maybe we can. Let's see, how many is that? How are you going to count them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so that's 10 there. 11, 12. 22, 23, and 25. So I originally made a cube 25 by 25 just like this, and looking at it, it just doesn't seem like it's going to be big enough. Like, I can't build this one right here, but I'm going to go over and do 25 out this way just to show what I So that is 25 by 25 right there. And I just don't think it's going to end up being big enough. So if we go back this way, I gotta dig out a little bit. That's 19 right there. So if we didn't finish digging out, we'll go ahead back here. That's 20, 21, 22, 23. I figured I didn't go deep enough. Come on, let me get down in there. And 25. So I'm going to cut this out real quick so you guys can see how big the 25 is total. I mean, you can really see it here, but I think that we need to go out this way further and that way further also, or because that plant's going to be in the way. I want to leave the plant up. So I think I'm going to go Alright, so that right there is another 15. And if I go 15 more that way, that'll make us 40 by 40, and I think that'll be probably pretty close to where I want to be. So if you look at that, and that's a big chunk of space. We can always do additions on after that, and of course I'm not going to leave it floating in the air like this. We're going to put blocks underneath, at least around the outside edge, something like that, all the way around. And then we're going to fill this in. And I'm not sure we should fill it in with concrete blocks or we should fill it in with floors. And that's part of the reason why I'm making those floors too. Here. Oops. Alright, so that post goes all the way down. Now we got one over here. We'll put another one here somewhere in the middle. But I think that if we look at this, now that we have two full sides, that should be we can ever get up there. A decent sized plant. Like I said, we can have room to go out this way too, make it bigger if we need to. And of course, I can dig out more over here later on to finish this off. So I'm going to run out and get the parts dug out that need to be dug out over here, and then we can finish building the floor. I'll be right back. Change your mind. I'm going to let you watch the explosions first. And 3, 2, 1. Sweet. Now it's going to be a whole lot easier to get the loader over here and just scoop this up. So I think I'm going to put down a temporary hopper right over here, just so I have something to put into. Let's see, 0, something like that. We'll put the put it down like this, make it a whole lot easier, and then we'll have this done in a minute. So as you can see, I dug out quite a bit here. I stopped here because I wanted to show that there is this hopper here that you can extremely overload, and once you return it to this part here, you cannot put the same amount back in. But we're going to be moving this hopper in a second anyway. I just wanted to show that there was, a ton of material moved, and we're going to finish setting out the outside perimeter here. And yes, I can come back in and fill in with blocks too to make it look more realistic to you in a minute. Is that the right one? No, I need to go one more now. Yep, one more. Alright. And we'll just fill this in real quick, and we'll have the complete outside perimeter done of this section. I still have to move over and do the other section. We're probably like a third of the way done. This is probably going to be a little bit longer than normal video, but that's okay. Every once in a while it's fine. But yeah, we still have to dig out from here over to there. And I also did a thing. I spent a little over 200,000 and got the L10's big brother. This is the L10 that we were using, and now we have the L11. So I'm going to grab this stuff real quick and take it all, and we're going to move it over and have it start processing in the gravel plant. Then I'll move that over and start the new one. I should move the L10 over here too, so it's out of the way. That is not what I wanted to do. I wanted to return inventory. Crap, now I gotta run back over again. Every once in a while I make mistakes. So I'm thinking this is going to be a two-part video. The first part's going to be basically digging this out and building the platform, and then the next one's going to be starting to build the plant itself. So we're just going to go and put all this in here real quick. I'll move that up to there so I can... So we'll come back here in a little bit and finish consuming this, and we'll have more materials to run. I'm going to put this guy down real quick so I have it available to jump to. And I can jump back to the other one and get all this stuff moved. So I'm going to get this moved over, and I will see you guys in a bit. Okay, now that that's all done, we can lay out the rest of these blocks for this outside area. And then I'm going to go through and fill in all the under spots where it needs to, like down here. That way I can tell sort of how many blocks. I started with like 720 blocks here, so just to see how many I'm going to need to finish this off. And then we're going to go sell the stuff that I picked up during the off-recording digging, to see how much money we have, to see what we can actually do, or if we need to mine some more before starting the plant. I think we'll have enough, but how is that? What the heck? I screwed up. So I guess we'll start from this side over here. And I didn't go as deep on this side on purpose because I took way too much material out over there and took too long. And now I have to put more blocks over there and just trying to keep from doing that on this side. Alright, so we have all that done. Like I said, I'm going to go through and put blocks under here. And then we can kind of figure out how many we need after that. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I've used about 400 blocks to put out the initial foundation outside in this little cross piece too. But as you can see, all the way across the bottom, there's not going to be a floating platform. And now it's just filling in. But I think if it's a 40 by 40, I'm going to need, what, 1,600 blocks total? And that's just for the platform foundation. And I don't think I have that many made up yet. I have about 1,200, so let's make some more up. Let's see, what do we got running here? Anything? Nothing running in here. Only 2 concrete left. Well, let's grab some more concrete. Do we have any concrete left in there? No. Okay. So we're going to put this in there and then max this out. We're going to make 192 there. Max this one out. Another 192 there. That'll give us another 400, so it should be enough because we already have the initial bench around here. And now it's just going to be a painstakingly slow process of putting these in. But we'll have a nice foundation here to work off of as soon as I get all of them in. And I don't believe that I can do it from up here. Maybe I can, because that would make things so much easier. Yeah. So we get down here to the end, finish these 2 rows off, and then we're going to do a little bit of a jump cut, because I don't think you want to watch me put down 1,600 blocks. Especially when I misplace them. could do is I think I can reach out, what, 5 blocks? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So maybe what I'll do is I'll go... make that just a spotter there for me. Okay, so 1... and then I can just run across and do in between these each time. Might make it a little faster. And of course I may have to wait on concrete blocks too. In fact, while those are burning, let's run up here and see what we made from my off digging time. Because we had a bunch of gold and stuff. And I believe I finished consuming all that. Alright, so we have almost 17,000 gold bars. We have 8,100 steel, which we're not going to use. We're going to keep the copper also. And then we're going to sell... we're going to keep the lithium. I think you can use that for batteries. So we're going to sell the silver, the aluminum, and the gold. And we're also making more currently right now because I took gravel over there. So we have... let's go with the silver first. Silver is 157,000. The aluminum, 197,000. The small stack of gold, 1,027,000. The big stack of gold, 1,469,000. I don't think we're going to have an issue purchasing whatever we want for the plant. Speaking of which, we have more gravel to take over there too. Or more blaster rock, I mean. And I need to get this hopper and stuff out of the way too. So let's return this. Do we get any gold in this? No, no gold, okay. So we'll take that over there, drop that off. We will destroy this and pick up this. So now we have clear space to do all this with. Run over, drop this off, and then like I said, I'm going to come back, do a quick jump cut, and have this platform done. Should we do a sneak peek to see how much the first batch ran through? We still have some left over. Okay. Let's just look in the Floth Floater here. Let's see. So this stuff here is all new. The tailings, half of that was already there. I'm going to get rid of a bunch of those tailings right now though. After we get rid of all the tailings. I go to sell. And tailings sell for $7,000 a stack. So we are, before we smelt anything else, we are at 3.5. And I have a bunch more gravel up there to turn into more cement. I think that's pretty good. Let's see how my idea works here, or if it does. I think it will. And now we can just go much easier. Yeah. Actually, we can even go like this if we wanted. Get a little exercise in. Alright, so here in a minute you'll see a nice big platform here ready to go. And then we can make plans for how we're going to set it up. We'll be right back. So we have run out of concrete blocks. It's probably a good thing that I made those extra ones up. I'm trying to do this as a no-buy building materials challenge kind of. I didn't say it before, but we have plenty now. Plus we have the other one still making some too. So So we got these two little sections left here to do. We'll get those put in and go see what the Floth Floater has gotten us. And probably start another batch of cement. I'm glad it didn't end up with just like one or two left, because there was a couple blocks that I placed over on the other side and I didn't want to jump down and get them. Almost there. I mean, it looks like a pretty good sized platform, right? Should be able to fit everything we need. And I can also get the loader up here and clean up these edges like this, or that one there, before we start putting the plant down. Do some cleanup off screen. Last row. And voila, a 40 by 40 platform. Let me jump up here so we can get a semi-decent view of it. Maybe I'll jump up on top of the plant over here. Yeah, that should work pretty good, I think. I mean, this right here obviously is put in a kind of cramped, tight space because I just wanted to try to get it going as quickly as possible. But like if we set up on this over here in the next episode and maybe put the let's see, I probably don't fall down there first. I'll probably blast out this over here, dig this out too, so that we can put a drop deck hopper right in here, and we can just roll over it and then drop it, because we'll be using I know, let's see, conveyors. We'll be using these, and you just drive over the platform for dumping materials on the conveyors. So it'll work pretty good, and they're pretty cheap. We're only going to need I don't know, 8 or 10 of them. And then we'll this is probably going to be the one thing, actually I might be able to make those now too. We'll either get the steel roofs and put underneath there for chutes, or we'll get make some wood ones, which I believe I already have all the wood stuff made. And then we can, I mean, this can stay here, just, I mean, it's not going to hurt anything. And then we can take this. Yeah, see, I have roofs. I don't have the angled pieces made yet, so let's make 4 of those, because we're going to need those for the corners of the hopper. And then we have enough for those. Yeah, that looks like it should be enough. I did make some walls and some extra rows because I was thinking about making a little, like, I don't want to say shack, but small cabin for putting a bed into so we can sleep at nighttime. And I might just, what I'll do is I'll probably do that right down here. We're also going to get the CNC cutter materials and stuff, like this stuff in place, so we can start making crafting components. I already have the concrete. We need to get a steel press, steel roller, CNC cutter, and CNC mill. Smelters I don't really need. The only thing I need that for is to make plastics or rubber, and we might get one more of these. I already have one over there, but we'll make a platform. I'm guessing, I'm trying to figure out where the storage is going to be, because that's where I'm going to want the platform to be. So what I might do is I might come off and have all the storage end up being down here somehow, and have like a little platform coming off this way for putting up the wash plants and the smelters, cutters, CNC mills, stuff like that. So let's run over and see what we have over here. I believe all the materials have been ran through now. I think I put the rest of it in. Yep, I did. Okay. So we can run over here, check out this. We're going to sell the tailings real quick. So we'll sell those. So that's 7,000, about 12,500 for that. And then all this stuff is going to get smelted. So we're going to just grab this real quick, run it over to the other plant, drop it in, and then we'll come back, grab the cement so we can make more concrete blocks and walls and things of that nature, because like I said, we're going to need a bunch of them. I plan on using those also in the tunnel that I'm going to be building. So let's put all this in here. So we have 8,255 iron ore, 1776 aluminum, 2768 lithium, 913 silver, and 1763 copper, just from what I did by digging out that platform over there. Alright, now we're going to run over here and grab the gravel to make more cement. Oh wow, we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 stacks, so that'll give us 2 stacks of cement per wash plant that we have sitting over here for the cement makers. That's pretty good. And then when we get done doing this, we'll check the last storage over here to see where we're at. Alright. I mean, we still got quite a bit of cement right now. So we're going to go 1, 2, 1, 2, and one more time. So we're going to have quite a bit of cement. Something else we can do too, if we ever decide that we need more money, these concrete blocks, if we take one, we can sell those for $16.80 a piece, and you saw how easy it was for me to grab the gravel over there and make the cement. I mean, we have the water production coming in, so I'm not worried about that at all. But we can make these. We can make what is the chamfer ones, like right through here. It does cost a little. Let's pump this down just so you can see what one is. So it's 4 water and 8 cement for that one, which I believe is the one with the little lines on it. And I mean, it's the same amount for each one. So nothing special about that. Yeah, we can just make those if we want. So I should grab some more cement. See what we have available here. And let's see. Cut this in half. Put half of it over. If you don't do it the way I'm doing it right here, it'll take from your inventory. Like, let's see if I had this right here, and I just wanted to make concrete blocks. I click this, and it takes it from my inventory. So I don't want to do that when I'm trying to split the two of them. Alright, so we have 192, 210, about 220 concrete blocks right now. So we're going to save those, because I'm going to have to use some to to fill this in or grab some gravel. In fact, I could grab gravel and just fill this in right now. Smooth it off. I do need to figure out where I'm going to put the hopper at though, so I don't want to go too much into this. Because if I put it right there, I got to dig all that back out. But I'm thinking it's probably going to be down at this end, because this looks the closest to the dirt. So let's just do that real quick. Let's try to clean that up real quick. See what we can do. 8. Because I mean that'd be nice to have it close to the actual plant itself. The hopper will be off of the off the platform, because like I said, I want to have a drop deck into it. Yeah, I think that's going to work out. We'll end up putting the hopper right in here, because that way we don't have very far to go to get to the dirt. Because if we dig down real quick, it's not very far down to pay dirt, if I remember correctly. Yep, right there. Pay dirt's right there, so 10 whacks down, I'm hitting pay dirt. And then we'll also, like I said, if we do that, we can head off to the left, grab everything this way, including the coal that's over there, and then everything this way. I have done a lot of scouting too, and I haven't seen any of those dark green spots. And I'm thinking I want to like jump over to a different map real quick, just so I can show you what I was talking about before. Because I looked all over the place around here, and I couldn't find them again. Like we do have a gold vein right here too. We'll be able to get to. This is a big gold vein. Goes all the way down here. So let's go see what the wash plant has for storage. We'll get that stuff sold off, and that's probably going to be it for this episode. And then we'll start building the plant on the next one. Okay, so this created some more steel for us. We're going to do the lithium. I think we're going to keep, because I believe, I won't know until we get the actual cutters and the CNC stuff down, but I believe the lithium is used for let's see, we'll sell the dirt, sell the aluminum for 93,000, sell the silver for 55,000. The lithium is used for batteries, and we're going to make batteries to replace our parts and stuff. It'd be nice to have that laying around. Obviously, we probably don't need as many as I have in here already, because I mean there's almost 4,000. Same with the steel, but I'm not sure. We might be start building steel parts too, because I do want to have. I would rather have this underneath where the hopper's going to be at, because we're going to have the drop decks, which will kind of match and make it look pretty good. And I'm thinking I'm going to do a 4 wide, 4 deep is 2 over. So it's going to be like 6 long and 4 deep, I believe, on this. So when we get the big dump truck, because we're going to work on getting towards this dump truck, which holds 130 yards, compared to my loader that holds 13 yards. So we'll set up something for that as well. So that's it for this one. I will catch you guys in the next one. Thanks for stopping by. If you like what you saw, leave a like, subscribe, comment. Any of that helps the channel, and I really appreciate it. See you in the next one.